And Burrow going to throw again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hurts. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all of that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Hurts throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They go play action with Hurts. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
19 Wyatt. Pioneer. Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
McPherson on for the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. They're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit.
Ranger.
On 2nd and 7.
Hurts. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
19 White. 18 Pioneer. Cut 19. Cut 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
19 cut. 19 cut. Trap 50. Trap 60. 55 trap. 55 trap. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Let's go now.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer.
Panther streak. Panther streak.
Harris running straight ahead. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Streak.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 19 Lions. Viking 18. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Shoves him aside. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Now it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11, Tommy.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
But first down, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, They've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offensive getting so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
18, check smash.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ranger, Mustang 19.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Warrior 70. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Oh, sweet. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Hurts.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on third down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time was well for a solid gain.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught by Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McPherson now for the extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go. 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent in and sometimes spectacular.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19, 18.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
They'll drop to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got Pickens complete.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for Ps5, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Pass complete to Harris. On the move past the 40.
And he's got Rome.
Still on his feet.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They're going to run it with Harris. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Felton. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cincinnati,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.